Dear Journal, I took away this thing today.
Yeah.
It's like a Dear Journal. Tiny takeaways are Dear Journals.
Do you open your journal entries with Dear Journal?
I say, Dear Journal, today. Yeah.
Journal. Dear Journal. I love that.
Dear, you don't open up your...
So formal.
It's a classic. You say Dear Journal.
Dear Journal.
That's how every journal writer writes.
No,
Dear,
well, I use...
What do you say? Like, today I...
No, I open up with Dear Diary, which is more of a
Dear Diary.
Dear Diary is what people say, but also it's like...
Is that what they say?
So formal. You know what I used to open up my diary entries with? Hey, it's me again.
I'm back.
Just
want to come by and...
Hey, it's me. I'm so annoyed at my sister again. Ridiculous. I can't believe that she thought this. And I just would go on and on.
Do you know what I would write sometimes? Is like, I don't want to write in my journal, so I don't know what to write. So I'm just going to write this. Good night.
I 100% believe that.
That
somebody else was forcing you to write in a journal.
They want something from me. You're going to get the bare minimum. You're going to get the literally bare minimum. And say, good night. See you tomorrow.
Great.
Maybe.
So dramatic.
I'm a very dramatic man.
Little Jerry is a feeler.
Little Jerry.
Young Jerry was a feeler. He had a lot of big feelings.
Young Jerry, Little Jerry had a lot of big feelings. That sounds like a good children's book.
Young Jerry had a lot of big feelings. He didn't know what to do with them. So his mom told him to write in his journal.
Dear Journal, I don't know what to write right now. I have big feelings. Big feelings. On that note, do you know a way? I didn't learn this till like I'm 33 now, going to be 33. I'll be 31 years old, 32 years old, to express what big feelings are. Or to acknowledge this. So like a quick tiny takeaway then. And then we'll go to your takeaway. If you're a guy out there and you're like, why am I feeling this way? And you don't know how to articulate your big feelings, because we all have big feelings. Don't deny it. Is the acronym HALT. 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 Word of the day. So H stands for hunger. A stands for anger. And L stands for lonely, and T stands for tired. So when you are starting to feel agitated or something's off, think, have I eaten? No. Are you angry? Probably. Are you lonely? Can be. Are you tired? Absolutely. So once you knock out, feed yourself, resolve the anger, be with your wife, and get some sleep.
And it solves all your problems?
It solves so many problems. So when your wife asks you, or your people like, what's wrong with you? That's probably not the best way to ask. But
no, what I should say to you is halt.
HALT. HALT. HALT. Is that what they say? HALT.
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 In the name of the law. I don't know. I'll start saying that to you, and then I won't give you any context. You'll just say something snarky to me, and I'll be like, halt. There you go. That's a good takeaway. I like that one. I'll try to keep mine short. Yes. So my tiny takeaway is I was in a Bible study. I started a Bible study. Thank you. I started a Bible study group, like going to a group, which it's my first time at a Bible study at our church, at our new church. And
tell them what's unique about this Bible study.
Which part? It's very special. So I love this Bible study. I was kind of nervous about like joining a new group, especially because like a lot of these like women's groups, it's like they're very established. They've been meeting together for many, many years. They know each other so well. They all raise their kids together. And go ahead.
I was going to say, it's like a new chicken going into the hen house. And sometimes the hen house has a tough time adjusting to that new chicken.
And sometimes they get their feathers plucked out. And you're just like, how did I lose all my feathers? And then you're like, I guess I'm just not going to have feathers. And you just like make it work. But that wasn't what it was like. I was nervous about that. So I decided to sign up anyway. I did know one person. So I had one friend in there who was like, come to this Bible study. Please come join me. This group is great. I am the youngest person there. And
by how many years?
You know, that's a really good question. Minimum of 20 years to 20 to 30 years younger, I would say.
A lot of wisdom in that room.
Like,
a lot of wisdom.
I would say no one in that room is under 50.
Do you love that?
So I love it. This is my takeaway. I love it because it's one of those things that's like, when in my life would I be in this room with these people, with their age, their life experience, the things that they've been through, and we're all in the same room just talking about our lives, and they are giving me so much wisdom and so much like love and acceptance, and it's like a completely different vibe than being around people who are all your same age and all kind of drowning in the same sea of, parenthood and, schooling and just the home, taking care of the house, all the different things. It's like these women are out of that season, but remember it so well. And they're able to just give me so much encouragement and love. And it just makes me think like I'm so thankful for the church and the body of Christ specifically, where because just being at a church, typically, I would say at a healthy church, being at a church, you are going to meet all kinds of people. There are believers in Jesus on every single continent, in every type of background, every walk of life, every race, every income level, every tax bracket, every type, every culture has believers in Jesus because Jesus has the power to penetrate all of those barriers, right? But you being in the body of Christ, you're going to be surrounded by so many different types of people that otherwise you may not have a connection with them naturally. And to have that thing, like your beliefs in common, just builds this immediate bridge. And it's just really cool. Like I was, the women at this Bible study are all very, very similar women and in a similar stage and all doing similar things in the similar church in this small town. But it was like a really cool thing for me to be like, man, this is cool. And being at church is cool. I don't get to receive wisdom like that just in my daily life with outside of church.
Yeah, it's definitely unique in that way where you can have something in common with someone such a different generation raised differently. And I think it's so cool. One of the cool things that I love that you said about being with a different generation as they get old, when women and men get older in years, they don't give a rip about feelings. They go straight for the truth. They don't have time to waste, and
no.
they tell you
straight to the jugular.
Straight to the jugular. And so, and it's kind of off-putting, but also refreshing, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's great. One of the ladies, God bless her, I love her. She told me that whenever she sees me walking into church on a Sunday, I look really stressed and tired.
Which is true. She gets all 3 kids ready and getting to go. Feeds them, dresses them, brushes their hair, because that's my requirement. And then
I mean, it's a good thing, but because you work at church and you arrive at 6 a.m,
yes.
and so you're working, you're serving, like right as the sun comes up, you're serving. So my job is to get the kids out the door on time, fed breakfast, all the things, and show up. And apparently it shows on my face how homely, how that went,
how homely she's looking.
Ridiculous. So that was my tiny takeaway. I love community. I love the church.
That's why you should get plugged into the church. If you're looking for a community, you're looking for to get plugged in somewhere, and you're seeking, find a good one.
Just Google church.
I wouldn't just Google church. You might find a cult.